Saturday. Christmas comes early.
Unbelievable! Welcome to this incredible scene.
Bills.
To the end zone!
Chargers.
It's a touchdown!
An exclusive NFL game.
That's fantastic!
Live in primetime.
Wow!
Only on Peacock.
With a Christmas gift to their fans.
They're having some fun now.
Bills versus Chargers. Saturday, 7:30 Eastern. Exclusively on Peacock.
Reboot your credit card with Apple Card, the credit card created by Apple. It gives you unlimited daily cash back that you can now choose to grow in a high-yield savings account that's built right into the Wallet app. Apply for Apple Card now in the Wallet app on iPhone and start growing your daily cash with savings today. Apple Card subject to credit approval. Savings is available to Apple Card owners subject to eligibility requirements. Savings accounts provided by Goldman Sachs Bank USA. Member FDIC. Terms apply.
'Tis the season to shine with H&M. Discover the holiday collection and find fashionable pieces for your wardrobe or for under the tree. Get inspired and dazzle with this year's glam. From tuxedo styles, bow detailed pieces, impressive prints, and more. From unforgettable looks to unforgettable gifts. With fashion finds to home decor, find it all at H&M. Treat your loved ones and yourself this season. Shop in-store or at hm.com.
The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
My football team's got me drinking. My football team's got me drinking. Give me beer.
Daniel Salloi, DS20, thank you for joining us here after Tuesday after training, man.
Thank you for having me.
So, season debut last week for several players, and you got a result in Philadelphia. Does it feel like things are kind of trending the right direction?
I wouldn't say that way. I would just say if I don't look at the last 6 games what we played, I'd more look at any time, any season you go to Philadelphia and get a point, that's a good point. Mm-hmm. So I would say that's positive. With the games that we've played and only getting a point and not having our first win, then no, it's not trending upwards yet. But we're positive. I think we still have to always look at the positive side. And as I said, it's a good point in Philly. We just have to win this weekend against Colorado at home.
So Vermes made a lot of changes after Seattle. Said he was pissed and, did quite a bit of shake up there in the defense. What has training been like, and what did you think of Castellanos and Rosaro's debut?
I thought they were very good. I think it's nice to have some signings who can help the team and make us better. I feel like there's been lots of injuries and not quite what we planned on the signings so far and the help that we can get early on in the season. But I'm happy for them, and I'm sure that they'll be very good together. I think Zeus, Rosero, Casti, Fonti, Voloder, these guys will, any combination you put them on the field, they'll be doing well. And then the injured players coming back in, I think they can help as well.
So still no goals, or still lack of goals, I should say. 2 goals on the season so far. Russell and Polito's absence have obviously played a major role. But what do you think has been the issue, or what has not been clicking with the offense right now? Do you just need your boy Johnny back out there? Is that what it is?
It's nice to have Johnny back, obviously. He's just besides, obviously, what he brings on, like with the ball, I think he's a leader on the field, and he's a good presence. And he helps us in every situation. But overall, I just feel like as you said, something's not clicking. I think it's a little bit, we need to be better on like combination play and trying to find each other more, move for each other more, help each other out. Because separately, we're all very creative players, and I think that there's a lot more that we have to do, because that's what we've done so far is not good enough, because it's, for me as an attacking player, I feel embarrassed watching the highlights back in the MLS Wrap-Up show, and we don't have a single chance against Philly, and that's something that I take it to my heart, and I want to get better at it, and I hope everybody feels the same way. And I think it's really about the combination play that we will have to get better at, and just kind of bounce off each other. I think, but we still have so much to go. So I'm hopeful, and I think we have it. It just has to click, and then once it clicks, I think it's going to be good.
MLS Wrapped that's like must-watch TV. That's a good.
I like it.
That's great. That's my favorite thing from them so far.
Yeah, I like it. I think they do a good job.
They do. It's definitely a plus. Apple plus. Get it? Yeah. Dad joke. Sorry.
You're so clever, Thad.
You're talking about combining with people, and when Willie and Eric showed up last year, I mean, it kind of helped kickstart the team, fresh blood and stuff like that. And this year it's not quite doing as well. But one thing I've kind of noticed is that a lot of times it seems like Eric is maybe kind of occupying a lot of the same space that you do. And is that just trying to get used to still back to being in form with each other, or used to each other, that chemistry?
Yes, but also I just think for all of us attacking players, it's very important to have the confidence. Confidence plays a huge part in your, I guess, every player, but for an attacking player to score that first goal and have the confidence and be comfortable on the field. And that's what I kind of feel from the team, that not everybody feels comfortable right now. I think people are reacting a little bit in different ways to like not getting the results or not getting their first goal. And I feel this, I need a little bit more, calmness from the team, that like it's coming. Maybe this weekend you're not scoring, but just play your game, and then it's going to work out. So show up for each other. But I think some of us are trying to do a little bit more or not enough to get the result this week. And I think everybody needs to, go home, look in the mirror, tell yourself you're a good player, and then come and try to do it. And then if it doesn't work this weekend, you'll do it next week. It's life. We all make mistakes, but just play your game. And I think people get caught up in it a little bit. And I think Eric's the same in terms of, we all know he can score. He can score bangers. He's such a good player. Once he scores that first goal, he's going to be fine. I just think right now he's a little bit stressed in terms of he's trying to maybe take on too much, but I'm sure he'll get his foot right, and then everything will start clicking.
That was actually going to be my follow-up. Was it seems like, and this is not pointing at Eric, just at different players, and I've watched, not necessarily even with this team, is when things are going right, sometimes players will try too hard. Mm-hmm. They're wanting to do that a little bit extra, but then it's pushing a little too much, and it's maybe dribbling when you should have passed, or passing when you should have dribbled, or whatever. Is that a fair observation for some guys?
It's fair. I feel like I'm the same as well, as like when I look at back my 2019 season, I only scored one goal, and it was funny because people start giving you advice, and it's funny because.
Like people on the street?
No, everybody, literally everybody.
Tweeting it at you, right?
Yeah, but it's just, let's just say teammates. So you already have so much in your head, and one teammate comes to you and you're like, when you go one-on-one with a goalie, do a fake shot and see what the goalie does, and then finish it. Okay. And then you finish the conversation, go to the next guy, and he's like, when you go one-on-one with the goalie, just don't think, just look, just close your eyes and shoot it. And you're like, all right, so what do I do? So this is how it is when you are an attacking player, that there's so much going on in your head. And I just think once we get going, really, then we'll be fine. But I just think we need to get better. I agree with that. But we also need to stay calm a little bit. Trust ourselves that we have it.
So is that now you giving advice to the other players?
Yeah. Yes, because technically it's funny, but I got to a point when I've been to ups, I've been to downs, and I realized how to deal with it in terms of I'm not too stressed about it. I don't get caught up when something goes really well. I almost like everything that I did helped my career. So now I can give advice to other players, because maybe somebody is has been at higher levels, but maybe he hasn't experienced what we're experiencing right now. Maybe he's only had success or something. It's a difficult sport.
You became a veteran without even realizing
It's crazy, yes. I'm turning 27 in the summer, so it's crazy.
Yes, we have our birthdays are a day after each other. We're going to celebrate together this year.
Perfect, let's do it.
We forgot about that last year. So it seems like you have a good mentality. You're in the right space right now. And I'm wondering, it's a rough start, the same as last year, where you guys turned things around at the end of the year. The last couple months of the season. Has the mentality in the locker room different from the other players, just because you've seen yourselves, like you have that template of once things start clicking, we can really turn things around?
Yes, I think it helps that we've gone through it together last year. I mean, if you look at the team, you pretty much have the same players from last year, right. So with a couple additions. So we all know that you can turn everything around. Plus, you cannot forget that every point matters. I mean, if you look back last year, there's so many times when you're like, oh, we could have gotten 3 points there, we could have gotten a point there, and then you start adding up, and you're like, could have won the league, but then it doesn't work like that, So right. It's the same here. Like, as I said, taking a point in Philly is great, but maybe you can win a game on the road, maybe like in Dallas. Like, those are the things that you can miss at the end, and I think we kind of understand it now to fight for every single point that we can. And I think there's been no problem with the team's mentality that we have. I think we have the bite, we have the fight, we have the mentality, and everybody understands where we have to be. It's just a matter of time when it starts. But as I said, this weekend is no question. We have to win. It's something that is unacceptable if we drop points this weekend. And not because Colorado is a bad team or anything. It just has to happen because you cannot wait longer.
It's kind of funny because you said the next game was a must-win, a previous interview, and Peter said, "Oh, no game's a must-win unless it's a final." So like he got harassed on
and took some heat for it
on social and stuff like that. So it's just kind of funny you saying next game's a must-win again.
That's just Peter being Peter. He's very pragmatic. Yeah. He was stating a fact. Yeah. Right? Is that were people looking too into that?
I mean, he's right in terms of yes. It was once again, season's very long.
Yes,
no game's a must-win, but at one point you have to stop and say, okay, we got to start winning. And I want everybody. I want to give, our fans the joy of coming to the game and seeing us win and doing well, because they deserve it. And I think we all want to bounce back from last year. And I feel like we kind of started so slow, just like last year, that it just has to start picking up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so just on the record, nobody wants to win more than Peter, right?
Maybe Johnny.
Yeah, we just heard Johnny screaming in the scrimmages there.
Yeah, I think he was yelling about somebody cheating, but
yeah. Always, yes.
Is coming back to Kansas City, is there more pressure to play at home?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't really feel ever pressured from our fans. I think they are very supportive. I think they do the best what they can of just giving us the confidence at home and showing up. And I think they'll still do it. I think if we don't win until September a single game and they don't show up to the games, I'll say okay, fair enough. But I think they believe in us, and I believe that they will show up and they still support us. I don't think it's pressure. It's not pressure for me. I can't speak of anybody else, but I never heard anybody say that. So we always feel privileged to play at home because we have such a nice stadium, so many good fans, and it's just I want it to be the same feeling as it used to be, that it's it's our home, it's our house, and everybody's scared to come here. That's what we want to restore, and maybe it takes a while, but that's the plan.
So we talked about you've been here for a while, you're all of a sudden a veteran. Have you developed the love of KC and the hatred of St. Louis? Like, are you as bothered by St. Louis's success as I am? I know you guys haven't played yet, so the rivalry, there's no reason to have a rivalry of just a player. But come on, you're quote unquote homegrown.
Yeah.
You've been here a while. Come on, you got to rep KC a little bit.
I'm just gonna say I have fans. I have friends who are from St. Louis. And they
I'm sitting next
like
to one right here.
They like to mention how well they've been doing as many times they can. So
St. Louis fans are the worst.
that is something that I'm actually very excited to play them. I am very excited. I think they're a great team. They look great. Their stadium looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome. And I hope it's going to be a rivalry. I hope our fans going to show up there. I hope their fans going to show up here. So far, it's been great. I've been seeing all over on Twitter that soccer capital thing. I think that's
good banter.
I think that's hilarious. I think it's awesome. I love it. I think if we have a rivalry like that, it can only help both clubs.
Yeah, their fans will continue that. I don't know if you know, but there's an entire Twitter account dedicated to, it's called Baseball's Best Fans, because St. Louis fans think they're the best fans at everything. And it is just dedicated to retweeting their awfulness. So there's more coming, I promise you. There is. The better they do, the worse it's going to get.
So you're trying to start a rivalry with that one pod now?
No, I actually kind of feel bad for that podcast, but I
don't. They so milk that.
The whole of STL fandom, yes, I want it. I'm coming after them.
Yes. I can't speak on my half because usually rivalries on the field is created because you play the team and then you hate those guys or something like that. Right. You're like, I hate this guy. They talk so much trash. Something has to happen.
Who is a team that you guys generally do not like? Who's a team right now that you guys would really get up for?
I feel like it's always changing. It used to be Salt Lake for a while, and then I always felt the Heat with like Dallas and Seattle. But
Dallas games are always great.
They were always crazy. But I think teams have changed so much in these past years that I don't think as of now we have a team when you're like, I hate these guys. Right. So I think it's
St. Louis. It is.
We'll see. But I mean, I have friends even on that team now, so it's weird. But I think it's gonna be awesome. I think the fans will definitely start something, and that will transfer on the field.
Is it more players maybe that you hate to play against than actual teams?
Yeah, no matter what team they're on.
Yes, because the players you like. Yes, you can hate a player in terms of like that guy, let's say he always slide tackles and he's annoying, to play against. It's just something that you remember for. But then when the fans are good on the other team, you actually love playing against. Like going to Austin, like that's amazing. Now we just went to Philly. Like Philly fans are crazy. The comments they make while you go and take a corner, it's actually it's just funny. Like, and then you respect them for loving their team so much. So it's not for the fans for me. It's more like the players that you have to have some arguments or something that really starts it.
Tell us some of the crazy comments you've been.
Yeah, I want to hear something that a Philly fan said to you.
This time it was more. Timmy was called a Teletubby. That was funny. Fonty was.
I see it too.
Fonty was called out for his speed on FIFA. Somebody made a comment on that.
In real life too.
I was taking a corner and the 5-year-old kid is just booing me from like a yard away, and I just looked at him and he's just like ruthless, like boo, and I love that. I mean, that's how it is.
Makes it fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You ever talk to the fans though and say like, "Hey, good job, kid"?
No, I don't. I think
you like good banter, maybe just in the media,
but when like talking back to the other fans, I think it just fuels them, and
that's
the
dangerous.
whole section will be against you, and you're like, no.
You gotta wait till you score a goal and then do a gesture.
Yes.
There you go. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.